I work hard. I like to put myself out there so these people think they can call me out. And then when it comes, they'll see the levels.
Nah, I called you out, bro. I told them to fight you, right?
Who are you? Hey, there's another one, man. They all want me. Hey, pull out your jeans, man. Who the hell is he, man? Hey, just say what you gotta say, bro. Now let him speak, man. Yeah, man. I like your outfit, man. Hey, Leon, is this your boy?
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, an Olympian. Not many people can say they're an Olympian. What? He'd beat you? Well, look at you, man. You look like a mess. Who you fought? All over the world? Oh, God. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. After I finish with Leon, you can jump in there. Yeah, man. All right, bro. Hey, don't cry, man. Calm yourself. Someone get him a Sprite and a banana or something, man. He's getting excited, man. Someone check on his blood pressure, man. Bloody hell.
Yeah, Ben. Yeah, Ben.
You know what I mean? For real, someone check on his blood pressure, man. He was getting a bit excited.
That almost felt set up because the timing was incredible.
Oh, that was beautiful.
What I was just about to ask you is, you get...
Please do. Thank you very much. Hey, make sure you buy your ticket Sunday. Buy your ticket Sunday. I look pretty in it. Thank you. I look pretty. Hey, where did you get that chain from? Amazon.
Yes. Welcome to the 13th of Final Round podcast.
Yeah, and today we have a special guest here, African King, Ezra Arenyeka.
In the house. Yeah.
Go, champ.
How we doing, champ?
I'm good. I'm great. Thanks for having me. Happy to be
It's
here.
a pleasure to have you.
Nice.
You definitely gave us a nice little surprise last week. We just sat down watching Ben about to do his thing, and you decided otherwise. Tell us about that.
Yeah, man, I have to step in and stop the show. We had a little back and forth on the Instagram. I told him I was going to come for him. I was going to put on a show. He thought I was just joking. I was just one of them fighters on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I showed him what I'm about, and I pulled up on him and I let him know what's up. And now he knows me, the mystery man, Ezra Arenyeka, the African King.
Yeah.
So I'm here now, and people know me, and I want to fight him, and put him straight.
So what was the feedback after that Saturday?
Yeah, tell us how it went
from everybody else and from the boxing people.
Yeah, everyone, boxers, not boxing fans, boxers especially, ex-coaches, coaches. They were like, yeah, you did the right thing, man. You had to do what you had to do, get the fight. It's a showboat, so it's not nice. And if I can put it straight, let me do it. And it's entertainment, and that's what I'm here for. And so people received it well. Sky loved it, Boxer loved it. I'm sure it helped with the numbers. I saw the numbers went up to 1.7.
Wow.
So I'm sure it helped a lot with the show.
So what inspired you to do that?
What inspired me?
What gave you the idea?
Did you plan it? Like, how far in advance you knew you were going to do that?
Beginning of March. Annie would tell you, I've been saying it all months. I've been telling my family, I've been telling everyone.
Wow.
So I was like, you've told everyone now, you gotta go do it. You get what I'm saying? So what gave me the idea? Now I just thought, I'm a boxer, 12-0, 10 knockouts. So,
wow.
I fought in like 5 different countries in the space of 2 years, 12 fights in the space of 2 years.
Which country you fought in
I fought, my last fight was in Colombia.
Yeah.
Before that, I was in Ghana. Previous Amsterdam. Then I fought for the Nigerian super middleweight national title, which I did in my own show. Crazy Boxing in my hometown, Warri, Delta State. Fought in Bolton, here in Manchester.
Yeah.
So man. So I've just done it my own way.
That's right.
So I've thought everything is premeditated.
That's it.
So now I've got the record. I'm here. So I'm here to challenge the next prospects on the light heavyweight division, and the hottest prospect right now is Bellend, Whittaker. So I'm saying, let's go.
So it seems like you've boxing the caliber of boxers you fought are like up there slightly.
Yeah, so listen, people have this stereotype when you're fighting fighters from Africa per se,
Yeah.
they're not good
Journeyman, journeyman, yeah.
Well, there's a difference between African journeymen and European journeymen.
Yeah.
European journeymen are boxers that they're not good enough to become prospects.
Right.
They end up most of the time becoming journeymen.
Yeah.
Right.
But while in Africa, on the other hand, these are boxers that actually good amateurs. But because of the infrastructure not being there for them to make a living of professional boxing, so they end up becoming journeymen just to make a little buck on the side. So I'll tell you, if you watch most of my fights,
They're hungry. You're hungry.
They came, mostly especially knowing I was coming from Europe down to Africa.
not
to
easy.
fight. They didn't like that, so they always put it on me, but obviously I was at the upper end.
Yeah.
So I don't think I had any easy fight coming up.
Yeah.
Although people think it will be easy, but it's wrong. I test anyone, go over there, you're gonna get tested. You'll be surprised.
Well, I know as I get that feeling in Africa, it's hard over there. Everyone's hungry.
Yeah,
everyone's hungry, and everyone's
everyone.
going to go for that pot of gold.
Yeah,
so they're going to train hard. And you're going to go for it. And I know when you got a guy from Africa to fight, you can look at his body, compare it to the person in Europe.
It's different.
It's different. You know he's worked hard for that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
yeah,
you got to fight.
the
hard.
environment.
A lot of pride involved.
A lot of pride. Yes, it is.
There's a lot of pride involved. And there was a time I had a fight. I went there to this guy is known in the area.
Yeah.
I went there. The whole crowd was cheering for him. It's meant to be a journeyman, but they didn't have a local boy there. It was this guy coming from Europe thinking they can.
And they give you that energy.
Yeah,
that energy. Yeah.
So I had to always perform because I knew nothing was gonna be easy.
Wow.
I'm guessing Africa as well, because I've got lots of Nigerian friends. You've got the Ibu tribes, you've got the different tribes.
Yeah,
and
so
they
many
don't want to
tribes.
lose against each
So
other.
explain to us about the
exactly.
tribe. Explain about the tribe. How does it work?
So Nigeria is a very, very big country. So many states, so many tribes. I think they speak over 200 languages in Nigeria. Over 200 tribes. So every region, from the northern to the southern regions, there's different tribes. But the three major tribes in Nigeria are considered to be Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa.
Yeah.
So those are the three. But there's so many tribes. I'm from a tribe called Ishekiri.
Okay.
We're about 3 million in population.
Okay.
We're from the southern part of Nigeria,
Southern part, okay.
close to the ocean.
Right, got you.
So we used to do back then. We used to do a lot of business. So
Rich people that side.
that's where the oil
Entrepreneurs.
is. That's where the oil is.
Yeah.
It could be better, but corruption, But let's not go there.
No, it's so good. It's so good. So tell me about your life, about how when you grew up in Africa,
how
when
did
you
you
were born,
like
your
to
family
be a
and
boxer?
everything.
How did I have to be a boxer? So me being a boxer, if you ask my family members, it won't come as a surprise. Because as a child, I was a bit stubborn.
Okay.
Used to fight my cousins,
Wow.
He always used to stand up to fight teachers. Not fighting teachers of being a bad student, but when I felt oppressed,
Yeah.
I always spoke and fought.
Yeah, you spoke your mind.
Authority, I feel, is abuse the power. I always, fought wherever, It was just in me. Back I remember, because I grew up in Nigeria for 14 years. I was in boarding school.
Yeah.
So I remember back then, if you know, boarding school, all boys boarding school. I was always fighting, So if someone has beef with me, okay, we do piss me off or piss you off. Literally, we used to go back
Back to school.
So this is where the hostel is.
Yeah.
And the classroom is at the end, towards the bushes, right?
Yeah.
So no one is there. Teachers, everyone. This is the first time. So we go there.
So
we sort it out.
But was it quiet? Was the crowd quiet?
No, it was just maybe
noisy.
3-4 people.
Just 3-4 people.
Yeah,
Judges.
man, we pull the chairs away in the classroom, then we grab a scrap one. You get your ass whooped, you go back to the hostel. And sometimes I got my ass whooped. After that, we just became cool.
Okay, how did you react when you got your ass whooped?
I just took it. I took on the chin. I just went back home.
Good.
I didn't look for that guy's trouble anymore because I thought, when he wants to get in the fight, I said, you guys go. You know who to mess around with, and you just observe.
Okay.
It's some animal instinct. I don't know how to explain it.
Is there pride? Is there a lot of integrity around it? What I mean is, you pick the person up, shake hands, and move on.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
After that, we don't beef anymore.
Yeah.
Good. That's right.
Like thinking about it now, is that we don't beef anymore. There was a particular guy. He used to fight everyone, and I used to look for trouble to go fight. Just to test myself. So there's one guy. His name was Peter. So I just said, I'm not going to look for your trouble. To come to fight, I just walk away. He had a little bit of reputation.
Know your battles.
Know your battles. And sometimes seniors. We've got seniors. We call them.
Yeah,
the class.
they're
They say
older.
2 of you was causing trouble. Yeah, come. put in the hostel, we'll fight, you know, and I have a friend. I don't know if you can see this, you know, this is
Yeah, I can see this
a
guy.
bruise, right? So we had to fight. It smashed me on the floor and
And he got a knee.
he got on my knee. So that's a scar from
That's
fighting.
funny. I've got the same scar as well.
Yeah, man. So yeah.
He's from a rough place called Bradford.
Bradford, man, Yorkshire. Well, my parents are originally from Jamaica,
okay.
so it's on a similar line. Fighting's it's life.
So, yeah, exactly. So for me, it wasn't a thing. You know, it's always been in there. I didn't know what boxing was because the infrastructure wasn't there in school. Back in Nigeria. So then I moved to America for a bit. I finished secondary school, high school over there.
Yeah.
Then my dad was like, "Yeah, come to England, come to university."
Whereabouts in America was you?
Georgia, Atlanta.
Georgia, yeah.
I was in Brooklyn
Is it?
when I was 6 years old.
Yeah,
You don't
I didn't
remember.
like it, man. It's too rough, man.
Yeah.
Over there was fighting as
It's
well.
different, yeah.
Yeah, different.
And then you came to England and
No, I went. I came to England when I was
So-
17. My dad was like, "Come to university." So I went to University of Soul Food.
So
So the first 2 years I was just playing FIFA and smoking a lot of weed. You know? Literally, that was me. You know.
yeah.
the cold weather will make you do that.
Yeah, so I was just doing that.
Was
you
it
know.
boredom?
So my dad saw me. It was like then I used to go uni from home because we live in Manchester. So my dad was like, yeah, he kicked me out. He was like, you smoking too much weed. You know, it's no. I was like, no, fuck off. I left.
Wow.
Still with my friends. You know. Then during them I wasn't doing too well in uni. I realized how to. Then I just had this vision just came to me. You know, I saw myself on TV. You know. Literally saw myself. I was high as fuck, anyways.
Yeah.
Saw myself on TV. I was getting in a boxing ring. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna become a boxer, innit? That's just started training. Then I never used to go gym. I started going gym. Started lifting weights.
Yeah.
Then started running. You know, then I went to an amateur gym, Bridgewater.
No, but I no Bridgewater.
Yeah, so I went there, spoke to Lee. I was like, yeah, I want to fight, man. He was like, yeah, it's going to take like a year to fight. I was like, nah, fuck that. I didn't. I went there, he wasn't paying attention to me, innit? Then I went on Facebook. This white collar advert comes on. Yeah, I'll get you a fight in 2 months, you know, for charity. I was like, oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to get a scrap 2 months, innit? I wasn't, that whole 1 year thing, didn't sit well with me, you know, I wanted to get going. So I did
You didn't understand. You didn't understand the game.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah.
But now
you don't understand.
I
You have to train.
The process.
Yeah.
So obviously I did that, but either way I won't change anything because I feel like going through the white collar show that I've got the art, I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
So I did that, you know, within 3 months after I did that first fight, then within 3 months I had about 6 white collar fights.
Stop. The first white collar fight, how did he go?
Yeah, I won, didn't it?
Did you?
Yeah.
How?
There's the guy in the final round, yeah. I think I can't remember if they stopped it, but I think I did.
And how did you feel when you were boxing? Did you feel you had to prepare yourself? Did you feel prepared?
Because my coach was Tony Musa at that time.
Right.
So Tony Musa used to never give in the pain. So that's what I could remember in that I was tired, but never giving in the pain.
Yeah.
So I just kept on.
Just keep going.
The adrenaline and pride kept
You know, I just kept on throwing punches, just kept on going, and I won, innit?
Good.
And the people were like, oh yeah, bro, you could fight, you got potential, and everyone was sharing for me, you know. So then I went on doing white collars here and there, and then yeah. So after 6 months, 3 months, I had about 6 white collar fights.
Yeah.
Went down to Norwich to do my masters.
Oh, good.
So I went into an proper amateur
Yeah,
called
same.
Arthur Barrow Boxing Club. So the coach was like, okay, give me another 3-4 months. I was just training, sparring, training.
Good.
I had my first amateur fight, won that. Then went to the novices, won the Eastern Region novices. Then had some more fights that year. Then the next year, going to the ABS Elite. Won the Eastern Region's Elite, you know. But this is within 2 years of me picking up a glove, you know.
Yeah.
So I did that. I know after 10 fights or so, I went into turn pro because then I used to be a flashy boxer. My style was just different. I knew I was getting robbed, you know. So about Graham Everett, it was like, which I don't know if you know him, Graham Everett, John Taxton.
Yeah, John, I used to train with him.
I used to train with John Faxon.
Yeah,
myself as well.
I used to spar with John Faxon.
John is hard. Yeah.
So
In Norwich.
Yeah. So it was like that. Now still go do some more amateur, and you know, so obviously did that. Then COVID happened. You know, was in gym for a year. COVID happened. Then moved to Manchester. So here we are. You know.
So how did you find Annie?
Annie is great, man.
No, how did you find him? How do you find to get here? Get yourself here?
Yeah, I just messaged for sparring with Jimmy Kelly.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I think Jimmy Kelly and my friend Kumi Alberto is here also. So I was like, you know what? And I looked at him, then I realized I didn't know he was a former world champion.
Yeah.
Before. I was like, former world champion. So for me, I was like, let me get a coach who's actually done it. And just, so then we've been working, it's been great, we've been sparring, he's been teaching me.
How long you been here now?
I think it's 4 or 5 months now.
That's good. That's good. And you settled in?
Yeah, I'm settled in.
Yeah, this is your home now.
Here's my home now, for sure. I've got, listen, Jimmy Kelly is in there, one that, if not the most experienced fighter right now in England or in Manchester.
Yeah.
He's been in the game for a long time.
And that's good to have.
So that's good for me. So he makes sure I'm learning from him.
Yeah.
I'm for being a young fighter like me, he's been in the game, so I'm happy. So for me, I'm picking up things.
Top guy as well.
Yeah.
Top guy, you know what I'm saying? And if I make a mistake in the ring, it makes me pay. So it doesn't get better than that. So I'm happy.
That's good.
He'll talk to you about it after as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, give me tips.
It's all about learning, man. It's all about learning.
It's all about learning. You have to. Our trainers used to tell us all the time: make all your mistakes in the gym.
Yeah.
You don't do it in the fight.
Sparring is about, isn't it?
Yeah. Learn to dance at home before you go to the club.
Yeah, exactly.
In a John.
Right, you definitely did do that. Turn up to the
But I can dance for that. Yeah.
So, in all that story you just told us there, is that like within a 4-year, 5-year time frame? You did a lot. You covered a lot there.
Yeah,
quick as well.
So let me see, what year we're in 22. So I've been pro. This is my 3rd year as a pro now. So 2021. So I call it. So that's 3 years. So amateur time 4, 5, so 7 years.
7 years, yeah.
And you did the white collar as well. Yeah, 7 years. Yeah. So it's a quick process.
How many white collar fights do you have? How many amateurs do you have?
I had
6 white
about
collar.
17 amateurs. Then I was thinking about 6 white
6 white collar.
Yeah, so that's a good. Yeah, so you're in your 20s, aren't you? And then now you're in 12. Was it 12 and 10 KOs?
Yeah, and a lot of sparring in the gym. So
Yeah,
that's good.
And everywhere I go, I'm sparring.
This is your 9 to 5. So a lot of fighters, they don't understand. Normal people go to a 9 to 5 job.
This is my profession. Isn't it?
This is your profession.
My
So
life
this is your 9 to 5.
Yeah.
This is where some fighters they drift.
I think it's an hobby,
It's an hobby.
It's not.
It's like after here, obviously you'll go and do something else, won't you?
Yeah.
And then you have your meal, and then you do something else again before you go to bed.
This is priority. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. This
This
is where you clock in.
In the world,
Yeah.
I always look for a gym. I can show you sparring videos from everywhere. Man. It's ridiculous. I always end up, I always make sure I'm sparring.
Yeah.
Just to keep that engine.
The sparring, what you do, is it heavy sparring, like open sparring, or do you do technical sometimes?
It's sometimes technical.
Yeah.
I pick my sparring as well. I don't go for egoistic.
Because you know about the brain,
exactly. So
damage.
it's mostly technical, and I'm quite good defensively. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because where we're from the Ingles Gym, Sheffield, and we do like the body sparring. Did you ever do that?
Yeah, body sparring, technical sparring.
Yeah, because you know it helps. It constantly your body. You can hear as hard as you want
in
the
the
body.
90s when we were doing it, the Manchester people used to laugh at us and shit.
Yeah. They used to laugh. Just laugh.
Like, we did body sparring for? Because they didn't understand it, and we were switching stances, we were making you miss,
But we're hitting the body. We are hitting with
Your body gets strong.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is look after your face when you're fighting.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
you can't get hurt in the fights.
That's right.
Because you used to take
You can't get wind like Johnny Nelson. He used to punch in our neck or something. Or Judy Whittaker.
exactly.
Used to get people like that.
Yeah, so when I was there, the amount of
Thaxton as well.
Gym, like, so
Loads.
I'd have John Faxon in front of me, I'd spin round and Johnny Nelson's there, I'd spin round and Nazim's there, spin round and Ryan Rose there, spin round Neville Brown's there,
Judy Whittaker.
spin round there, Kel Buck was a
Kel Buck was a baby then,
Madness.
And every single person was a champion, and
They're hitting you. Them guys are hitting you.
And they,
Hitting you.
Yeah, they hit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because when you're outside the ring, you're looking at you with your bag, you think, just stay. That's what it's like.
Yeah, it was very.
Great environment.
Yeah, and they're calling in the ring. Get your kit on, get in the ring. You.
And then when Naz used to walk in the gym,
Then what did T-tape? Tell him.
tell him off.
Tell him what did T-tape, man.
Tell him off camera.
No, man. All right, okay.
But yeah, turning around Naz was an experience, like, because the razzmatazz. You always felt it. He always made you feel that energy. What you saw on camera, he was like that in the gym.
Because with Nas, you could tell it's a natural, innit?
Yeah.
There's nothing being forced, innit?
Because I don't tell sparring stories. I don't mind talking off camera. I don't mind telling sparring stories. But the public never really saw how good Naz was.
Really?
Like he was 10 times better.
Better
than
than
Jim.
that. Yeah.
10 times better than Jim.
Interesting.
The worst thing that happened to Naz was they chucked money at him, they chucked all of him too early.
Oh, okay.
You understand? And remember, he retired at 28.
Yeah, man. True.
28. Wow. He was out at 28, all that at 28.
Gee, boy, he was
Don't take the
damaged.
money
He was
in,
damaged,
he
wasn't
has
he?
a better lifestyle, better discipline, this, that, and the other. I see Naz as like Ronaldinho. People say Messi and Ronaldo are the best. I can't argue because longevity.
Yeah.
The most talented player I've ever seen is Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
Right?
So Naz is kind of a bit similar to Robert Duran. You know, he was a party boy too.
Yeah, exactly.
But they were great sinners, you know.
Food, he liked
Everything,
and then it catches
because
you.
it's a natural thing. The natural fighters, they don't need to do too much. They wake up and they fight.
That's it.
They don't need to do it. Just bless like that. And when you bless like that, you feel like you can do
catches you
whatever.
up.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It catches you up.
Well, you obviously you're going to take that into your career.
Yeah,
aren't
of
you?
course,
So you know when you can turn a champion, which you will.
Yeah.
God willing, you ain't gonna mess up.
Exactly.
You're gonna get up
Keep
out of them
going.
silk sheets. Do your run
It's easy.
and talk to people like us.
Yeah,
and just
man.
relax, be
Yeah,
yourself.
man. Because for me, boxing is not. I found boxing at 21, right? 28 now, you know. So for me, it's like okay, it was like a divine intervention. It wasn't my dad took me to a boxing gym.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
choice.
So it was my choice. I was running to the gym, taking the bus to the gym.
That's hunger. That's hunger.
You get what I'm saying? Like I just felt alive and it gave me a purpose, and I want to use boxing to give me a voice and over time to do good for my people. So this is just the beginning. Anyways, I've got a plan and hopefully God's willing it all comes to pass.
Listen, let's talk about that. The audience at home, we're gonna play a little game, right? To get to know
We know about you now.
you a little bit better. So
That's
you're
yours.
gonna write down on there, right? So I'm gonna ask you some questions, and then you're gonna write down the answer on there. So, in one word, what inspires you each day to get out of bed and train? One word.
One word.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Just a word.
Just a word.
It's a word.
And then you're gonna elaborate on that word.
Okay.
And then point it to camera so they can see your word. Yeah, I ain't like that.
Difference.
Difference.
Explain about the
Explain that.
difference.
So I'll tell you a story, right? Mm-hmm. So, maybe 2019, 2018, I went back to Nigeria, where I'm from, Warri.
Yeah.
So I was jogging within
In the area,
the
yeah.
area, It's like 6 o'clock, 6:30
Yeah.
in the morning. Then I saw a little kid, not up to 5 years old. He was hawking. You know what I mean by hawking? He had like when you see them African kids with the bowl and they were selling plants
Yeah.
in the morning, So for me, I was like, I'm gonna do this to make a difference. I'm not doing this for myself. I'm not doing it for myself riches. I'm gonna do it so I could have the resources to go back home and actually help the next privilege, so that take some kids off the streets like that,
Appreciate that.
to actually have a better life. Because running the money, then normally I always give money out, but I didn't have anything in my pocket because I was just going for a run, so I could not help the kid or give him
that's
something at that point in time. And for me, I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, And that's why when the days I don't want to keep going, I keep on going, because I know my purpose for years is the higher one and the bigger one, and God's willing, it shall be achieved.
Amen, amen.
Are you a religious
that.
person? What's your background in Christianity?
I'm me, I believe in God.
good.
Yeah, man.
You go to church or anything?
No.
Never used your family?
No. My family, they're all Christians and everything, but I believe, I believe in one God, and I believe we all should love one another regardless of
That's
our
good,
religion. That we are not capable of understanding God in one religion or the other, because all religion picks about peace and love, and that's what it's about for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I respect that. I respect
Nice.
that. Like, there's so many people who do things for the wrong reason. So a lot of people go to the gym, they work out for the acceptance for others. I could see what you was typing for, you put the camera. I loved what you said, difference, because for me, I used to box because I see Muhammad Ali do what he does, and I want to be different too. I can relate to that. I want to leave a mark. On my deathbed, I want to look back on my life and say, do you know what? It wasn't about the house, the cars. I made a difference. So I can respect that, and I can understand why that gets you out of bed completely. Let me ask you another question. Let's get even deeper. With one word, the aim for this year.
Write it down.
Okay. One word, yeah.
Yeah, you can rub it out. It's got a rub on the end of it.
Yeah. One aim for this year.
And we'll talk in that word again. One word for this year.
Aim for this year. Okay. Let's make it funny. Yeah.
You could rub that one out with that pen.
Okay.
Show the camera what that word is.
Blend.
Blend.
What do you mean by blend?
Bellend.
Oh, Bellend. Bellend.
Ah,
Explain. Come on now. Let's say Bellend.
Who we talking to?
Bellend Whittaker.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, tell us.
So one word, the aim for this year is to fight him, you know.
Why you gonna fight him?
Yeah, of course. As I said in my previous interviews, it's just the way he fights, man. You know, you're ex-fighter, you're ex-fighter, you know, and I think it's a bit disrespectful. You know, it's just there's a way you do it. You know, you're doing it for entertainment, but you could tell it's an actual Bellend. Yeah, if that makes sense, you know. So
Can I ask you something? Yeah. You know, this fight, when he do get it,
man.
Is it a personal fight where this man you gonna hurt him, or is it?
Do you look at Ben? And think? And I can relate to this. Do you look at Ben and think, I can do what you can do, and if I have to go for you to platform myself, that's
Is it a personal fight where you don't like him?
No, literally. You know, for you not to like someone, it's a deep thing, and I do not carry hate in my heart.
Yeah,
you know, it's all business at the end of the day.
Well, you know, some fighters, it's a hate thing.
No, it's a sport. Martial artist, you know.
Yeah,
you know, you can't if you carry emotions in there, It's not good, you know. You get exposed, innit? Yeah. So for me, it's just all entertainment, and it's all business, man. It's nothing personal.
You know,
do you see him as the platform though? Like
100%. He's the platform right now. After Anthony Joshua, I think he's the next big name out of England. Am I wrong?
Yeah. I'd say so the key word you said was different. He's been different right now.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so it's all entertainment. Why not create the rivalry? That's what I'm trying to do. Man. You feel me? You know,
and you know it's worked.
Yeah, it's worked. And obviously, you know, if you don't get it cracking now, I work my way down.
The future, you will happen. You'll happen.
You get it on. You know, either way, it's a beautiful story.
You've had more fights than him, though.
Yeah, I've had more fights than him. I've had more knockouts on fights he's had. You feel me? So.
What about the caliber compared?
The only will I say his last opponent was decent. That's the only his last opponent was decent. He had the winning record, you know, Central Area champion. So in terms of, apart from his last opponent, his other opponents, nah.
So in about 90 minutes from now, we're actually going to interview Leon Willings. We're driving from here
to his gym.
So what did you think of his performance, Leon Willings?
Listen, Leon Williams is a fighter, you know. I think he was a bit taken away by the atmosphere. Yeah. And the presence of Bellend Whittaker. You know, I watched an interview, he said he was a fan of him. Yeah. You know, you're a fighter, keep that out of the ring.
He does.
Nothing to do all that, you know what I'm saying?
That's weakness.
That's weakness, you know, and that's why he lost that fight. Because I didn't go in there, I knew Leon was a dangerous fighter. Yeah. And he didn't perform to his ability. You know, if he would have gone in there, I'm fucking gonna have you today. He would have done something. Well, he didn't go there with that mindset.
He respected him too much. He respected him.
That's the word.
You know what I found though when it's all said and done, you look back on it, because you're still in it and we're out of it. I talk to my friends outside. I've got friends outside of what we do that accidentally come across me talking to up and coming fighters, and you know, so we're gonna go talk to Fraser Clark next week. So they're like, how do you get in front of Fraser Clark? They see it as this big thing, but when you're in the industry, you know it's like a circus. You can't allow it to affect you. You just
it's a show, isn't it? Yeah. It's boxing is a big show. Yeah. You know? And I look at it. Listen, I've done my dues. He's done the dues. We've all been training. We've done the same thing. It's boxing. You're Olympian. Cool. Well done. If I had the coaching, I would probably be a good medalist also myself. If I had that, roots wherever. So I've done my dues, man. We'll do the same thing. So all that TV stuff is all fugazi to me, so it's not real,
Yeah.
I understand. Listen, there's man to man, let's go. I don't care. I don't buy into all that celebrity or TV bullshit. So yeah.
You don't buy into the
No, don't.
It's about the
Yeah, man. You got
Yes,
old
yeah.
man, innit? Just because you're put in limelight doesn't make you special or different.
No, I love that. I love that because you do see a lot of guys that are amazing in gyms.
Yeah.
And then get under the lights and
Can't
do
perform.
it. Just to get caught up in all that.
That's right, the
all the
razzle-dazzle.
hype.
Yeah, the atmosphere.
But that only happens when you know yourself, innit?
So, okay, let's imagine this, yeah? You go to a big fight, so you get all the press, you get the cameras in your face every minute ringing you up. Would you be, your mindset, how would it be?
I'll take it on.
You take it on.
Embrace it, man.
You ain't going to pull you away from your training or disturb you.
No.
You give you
Obviously,
focus
as a
100%.
professional fighter.
Yeah? So when they all come into you and interviewing you, big camera in your face, big lights. Can you come to this place? Can you come? It's going to be like that.
It's going to be light work for me because I've had similar occurrence back in Nigeria and stuff like that. So I'm used to being on cameras and being spoken to. So it's nothing. I've done shows whereby the whole city knows about me back home. Once you understand the game and business you're in, as a professional, you can't come into a professional boxing without doing your own work or studying fighters or the history of the sport. This camera, it comes with the sport, and if you're gonna go into the game, you have to aim for that. So which means you have to mentally, physically, and spiritually prepare for that.
Amen.
So, yeah, man.
Could I ask you something? You mentioned about you putting on shows in Africa.
Yeah.
Tell us a lot about it. Tell us about your shows. How did you come out? How did you come to putting the shows on?
Yeah. So, listen, being a professional boxer here in England is quite an expensive one, right? Let's be honest with you. If you do not have great sponsors behind you or a great team, great marketing team to make you a product that can sell and people buy tickets, you're not going anywhere. It's hard, and a daily fight typically costs you about £3,000 just for a 4-rounder. That's for paying your promoter a grand. Then 2,000 for your opponent, for you to cover the 80%, at least 100 and 150 tickets. And most fighters can't because they're not marketable. And it takes a lot to become a marketable.
That's right, that's a business,
product. You get me? So it's all straight up business. I still not thought about it. I look at the infrastructure in Africa, look at the cost and weighed it. I said, okay, it's a bit cheaper for me. I can do it. I can get people to fight for free on my shows in Africa, give the fighters opportunities, they get paid, So I said, so that's why I went there and I did it myself, So I did a few shows. I did about 3-4 shows in my first year. My first professional fight was on my own show. Yeah. I did in a local town called Bariga in Lagos, in the local community. Yeah. I made it free for the whole community. Everyone came in. They were so happy. They were entertained. Local professional fighters came in. They were so happy. There's actually a boy. He's now in the UK. From that community. His name is Tosin. Yeah. He's won in WBC Africa. He's here in the UK. So you got sponsors from the UK. So from that same community I'm talking about.
Can I say, you said you let the people in free? Yeah. Right. So how did you make them? How was you to cover the cost?
The cost was covered by me and a few of my friends.
So you raised the money for the community. That's good. That's good.
So obviously I didn't want to charge them. I was listen, I do boxing for passion, and I know over time the riches and the will come over time.
Sorry, we'll just pause. I'll let Jim go. That's right.
All right. So the audience was free, yeah?
Yeah, it was free.
Okay, so how do you cover the costs?
Yes, I had a few friends and a few sponsors, and they helped me because I showed them my vision and they supported, and so I made it happen. And for me, it was the best pro debut I could ever have. It was nice just seeing people happy, and it was just something for the community, because over there it's tough and it's hard. So why charge them? That's free. Well, almost 1,000 people come in.
Wow.
And watched it. Yeah, man.
Wow. I like you, man.
Nice.
First time I've ever met, but I like you. I can see that you're switched on.
Yeah.
To be a fighter, you're the product.
Yeah,
so you have to have an entrepreneurness. Like, you're the product. You're selling yourself.
Yeah, man.
And so it's vastly important that you know who you are because there's so much
Noise, yeah.
so much noise.
It's, as I said, you can see nowadays the promoters don't care how good you are. You know, if you can sell, there's so many fighters I've seen over time that come and go. And that's why I went to that press conference because I sat down and thought to myself, what can I do to get my name out there?
Yeah.
You know, I said no, because if not, I'm just going to be another fighter in the gym that's going to come and have a few fights and don't make any money. And we put too much time into it.
We do.
The title was perfect. How did you know when to get up and just like interrupt? Were you just waiting for it to start to speak?
To speak, and when he said call, I just boom, I just jumped on him. Yeah.
So tell us the story how you got so close because we got press passes, so we know.
Were you there?
No, we're supposed to there. I'm working.
That was one of the very few times we wasn't there. We will see us there, right?
We will see us.
So normally when we go to the press, conference, we're one of the ones wearing uniform as well, so we stand out. But how did you get to that position?
Because I came in early, so I started at the front. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but how did you get in though? Did you pay?
No, I didn't pay. I just say I'm part of the press. Just walked casually.
Oh.
Like I was made to be here. Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't tick off.
No, nothing.
So let's give you wristbands straight away.
There was no wristbands for that day. But I think moving forward, they're going to be wristbands.
Well, more shows.
You made it harder for us now.
Yeah, you get a wristband, you get one of these, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
lanyard.
And then you got yourself into position. You was waiting.
Boom, as I started talking, people call me. I call you up, bro.
You know when I watched it, it remind me of when Muhammad Ali called out Sonny Liston.
Oh, really?
When he was in the crowd. I want to fight you. It just remind me of that.
Oh, mad.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just like that. Just
So, you know,
good timing.
Talking about the Rocky movie, and I can't remember saying that. I've watched them. I can't remember that part. So I was like, I went back and checked out. Okay, similar. You know, I wasn't inspired.
Rocky 3.
I wasn't inspired. I was actually inspired from Shannon Briggs, actually. To be honest, when he called David A, there was a time he crashed the press conference. You know, so I look, I said, no, this is how you get fights made.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
You need to look at the history of the game. It's nothing personal. It's a business. It gets the fans interested.
Yeah.
And, you know, so yeah.
Yeah, man.
Listen, what I like about you, you've got a modern way of thinking. Unfortunately, and this is going to go around, we talked about all the time. People just accept a system. So, for instance, you go do a 9-to-5 job, your boss tells you it's going to be. Boxing's always been come out the amateurs, go into the pros, get a trainer, get a manager, get a promoter, pay all them, Jake Ball comes along and says, I ain't playing by that system. Doing my system. I'm going to get a lawyer and a trainer and I'm going to promote myself, manage myself, do all the things. You understand? And you got that new day of thinking.
I went to have to do my own shows.
Yeah. You in that game already.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So because if not, you just boxers get used and abused, didn't it? It's a dirty game we're in, you know, and I don't want to be one of them. I refuse to be one of them. You know, and boxing, once you understand the game, you know what to do. You don't really need a manager and whatnot. So, but if you get the right player, get the right place, go with them, but make sure it's worth it because there are a lot of snakes and people just want to get a little 10% from every little fight they can get you. They can get like 10 boxes and they calculate it, okay, I can make 2-3 grand a week, whatever. So it's silly, man, because people are hungry, man. Boxers put their life, put their time, dedicated. We do it. Like boxers were like kids, isn't it? Because we love this sport so much. We do it for passion. We turn a blind eye to everything. You get what I'm saying? Just because you want to make it, because we know this is.
You're the one taking the blows. You're taking the shots. You're taking the
man. So for me, I'm just like, nah, I'm different. Me, bro. I'm Ezra Arenyeka, the African king. I'm different. I'm gonna do it my own way, you know. I'm like,
I like it.
Yeah, where'd that name come from? African king. Why? Give us it.
Because I'm an African.
Yeah, why the king?
To be fair. Another inspiration of the Gypsy King. The Gypsy King.
African king. Okay, all right.
Yeah, he represents his people. The Gypsies,
so you're representing your people.
I'm African.
It's true.
African king. So Tyson Fury inspired that name also. So
I should have bought my Nigerian friend. He's got his own podcast called The King's Court, and it's about the three African kings at the time, Ngannou.
Yeah, man. Joshua.
You had
the UFC.
Usman and
Adesanya. Man.
What do you think of the last Joshua fight with Ngannou?
Joshua had to do what he had to do.
Before the fight, did you think that Joshua would have done that?
Yeah, 100%.
So Tyson Fury, do you think Tyson Fury would have done that as well?
100%.
But it didn't.
It didn't. But obviously it goes again with the discipline and preparing properly and not taking your opponents.
It didn't.
Yeah, styles make fights also, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know what happened there with Fury, man.
You took him too lightly.
That was funny, innit? I was like, wow.
I was one of the very few people that said that Ngannou would give him a problem, though.
Yeah, well, you said how you're
Yeah,
gonna go.
I knew he was going to give him a problem.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is with Ngannou, like, you've probably got to get him early and you can't get involved with him. You've got to catch him clean.
Yeah.
Clean,
You can't grapple with him. You know what I mean? Hold on, clinging on, because that's his game.
Yeah, we got into jab his head up and put his straight right hand in.
Straight
innit?
shots.
And Joshua, they seen it. Then you switch, bro. What you doing? You've not been doing it long enough. MMA is different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Boxers, we perfect punching every day
That's it.
for years.
And then perfect grappling kicks.
But you do grappling, you're master of none. We're master of punching.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
step
yeah,
into our domain. So it was a bit funny to see Fury struggle with him, but yeah, it is what it is. That happened for a reason.
Yeah,
To set up a great fight.
Did you see his face after the fight when he knocked down Fury's face?
Yeah, bro.
Ngannou can punch, though.
He can, yeah.
Ngannou can
beast,
punch.
isn't it?
Yeah. What do you think of the Usyk v Fury fight? Who's your money on?
Oof.
He's training properly now. Remember, Tyson Fury. Yeah, he lost weight.
I've always said Fury. I'm going to stick with
Yeah.
Usyk, it's technical, but I think Fury is gonna pull on him, man. Because the whole world is on Fury, and I think
Yeah,
I'll go
but
with Fury, man.
how? You tell me. Yeah, how do you think he's gonna do it? Points, knockout.
He's gonna box. He's gonna fight him too.
Gonna fight and lay on
Fight
him
on
and
box
smother
and
him.
everything. Yeah.
Like he did with them.
Usyk is gonna try to run. You know, but
You think so?
Yeah. Usyk is not gonna. Usyk never stands with anyone, does he? He's always
No, but I think when you fight a tall person, you're gonna try and get in the chest,
That's what
stay
I'm
in the
saying.
pocket.
So Fury is
That's
gonna
why,
be the
like,
movement.
I don't
That's
think
why I just can't see. Like,
Usyk beating him, innit?
I can't
Yeah,
see
man.
how, because
He's not gonna box
people
him.
are saying Usyk, and there'll be people watching now saying, no, John, I think Usyk. But okay, so breaking this down, right? So if he gets in close, he's got a bigger guy who's going to lean on him.
Yeah.
4 or 5 stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's tidy inside. Yeah, but Fury ain't tidy
He's gonna
inside.
lay on
He's
him.
going to make
He's
it
gonna
messy,
mess it.
right?
Yeah, man.
So then you stand on the outside.
Get boxed
And then
in.
you're just going to get boxed with
Yeah.
the reach and the weight. So I just don't see how he could beat him. Only thing I can see Usyk winning is if Fury turns up not in shape, gassing.
But Fury is ready.
But he's in
He's
shape.
ready.
He's lost weight.
Yeah, he's
What do you think with the weight loss? How much weight is taken off? Do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah, because he's only be too heavy and too slow.
But Joshua did that with Usyk. Took some weight off as well.
Second,
Yeah,
that was the first fight, right?
Yeah, the first fight.
But
remember?
second fight-
The second fight put weight on, but he won that.
Don't
You know.
don't get confused between weight loss and fat loss.
Yeah, yeah,
Those
I
are
know,
two
I know.
different things.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Every other division outside of heavyweight will worry about weight loss.
Yeah.
Right?
Fat loss
Fury-
is just for performance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fury can lose all that fat, and the scale could say the same thing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You're right.
So with Fury, obviously not to get too muscly.
Yeah.
All right, but also because muscles take oxygen.
Heavy,
to
yeah,
slow you
that's
down,
right, yeah.
So it's not to go that way, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's not to carry fat. But this is what people don't understand as well, right? So, what is fat? Stored energy.
Yeah.
Right. So in the later rounds,
You need
of a
that.
fight,
It burns into that.
if you ain't got stored energy, stored fat, you're tapping into
Gassed
stored
out.
muscle.
Muscle.
So now you're having to break muscle down and liquidize muscle for energy.
Yeah.
And that's why the gas comes. It's for a fighter. It's always worked well for him to carry that little bit extra, but we don't want it to an extent that he can't move.
Yeah, that's
man.
right.
I think that's
That's right.
it.
Yeah.
Fury's just gonna have fat with him. He's gonna have a lot of stored energy.
Yeah, it's
You know
gonna
what I'm
be-
saying?
Well, Fury's
Big
never
muscle,
tight. His muscle never tight. There was like Joe Kazaki, just fit, just there. Yeah. So
Joe
have a bit of
Kazaki
fat
was
around
fit.
him.
Listen, I'm going to ask you another question.
No, man.
So you don't have to write down on here. The audience at home are going to see it in the bottom corner.
Oh, okay.
This person that they're looking at right now, tell us how you feel about that person.
The truth.
For now.
Shut the door.
Sorry.
No, we
That's
joke.
how-
No, it's good.
No, you can't hear
Do
you.
it, do it.
No, first of all, it's my coach. You know, what I think about him. He's a chilled guy. He's a great person, I would say. You know, so far, great person. I've been with him. It's just been great. The energy has been great with him. Every fighter in this gym would say the same thing to you about, and it's inspiring for me.
Yeah,
Because he's a former world champion, right?
that's right.
And he's my coach. So for him to achieve that, for me to be working with him, I feel like, oof. You know, so so it's inspiring, I would say, for sure.
Yeah.
Because he's achieved it. And you know.
I've sat in a crowd of his fans. His fan base was
Crazy.
crazy. They would say some crazy things. So I was telling them when we did a podcast with him last year, And I couldn't believe what I was saying when the ring card girl was getting in the ring and she put the sign up. They were all shouting, salty knickers, salty knickers. What am I listening to? But he had a really, really good fan base. Last question I'm going to ask you is, and it doesn't have to necessarily be connected to boxing, who's your hero?
Yeah, my hero is Muhammad Ali.
Why?
Come on.
Elaborate.
Share the same hero, man.
He was an advocate, for his people and for oppression, and stand his truth, spoke his truth, did not care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? He got put into prison, did not make a penny, did not care, but stood by his truth. And we lack a lot of that these days in society. A lot of integrity, exactly. We lack that because still people, they sell their soul for the dollar, for a piece of paper. And that's wrong. You see people suffer, don't want to speak up. We do no good to make a difference. Muhammad Ali did that. He spoke for the people. He always said his truth, man. I love him. I used to love him. I love him so much, man. You have no idea.
Can I ask something?
I do.
Would you like to follow that pathway, similar pathway?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I can see that you're doing that because you're helping your country.
Yeah, man.
When you go back and you fight, you're thinking of them.
Yeah,
Just like you
exactly.
put that match on, it's for free, my people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah? So,
yeah, exactly. I'm constantly thinking of my people, and that's where the inspiration comes from also.
And the hunger as well.
Because if you can do it, I can do it too. Yeah, I'm just here to make a difference. You know?
One thing I'll say to you, I think I could have been a millionaire about 4 or 5 times in my life. But the reason I've ever been rich is because, and he'll tell you this, of my convictions.
You are rich.
Yeah.
Money doesn't make you rich.
No, I'm rich in different ways.
It's what we know, knowledge.
No, I'm rich
man.
in different. I'm massively rich in different areas. But the thing me is I'm convicted. So like, if I love someone or if I'm a principle-based person, there's nothing can buy me out of that decision making, right?
Man.
That's how I am as a person. What you see is what you get. If I go in a restaurant and we're arguing about paying the bill's already been paid because I ain't got time to worry about it. My life's about leaving a legacy. My life is when I'm on my deathbed, when I think back on my life. And that came from Muhammad Ali, and it came from an exact moment. So if you haven't seen it, I'm going to bless you now, right? Have you ever seen Muhammad Ali's documentary, Champions Forever?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, with the 5 things on it. I used to run home from school just to watch that every day. When the kids were watching cartoons, I'd watch that every day, and it made me cry every day, and it inspired me every day. And it lives with me from then till today, and how I live my life. So what we've seen today, when we came here today, we just saw someone who like rushed into a press conference. We didn't exactly know who we was going to talk to.
We didn't.
But what we have witnessed today is someone who's got a big heart, who's compassionate, who's got desire, who's an entrepreneur, who's focused on what he wants to do, and we wish you the best.
Yeah, man, definitely.
And anything that we can do, anything we can do to help.
Thank you.
Thank you. Strong, man.
Just for the audience at home, last word, we want to leave the last word to you. What do you want to leave the audience with?
Inspiration, word, anything.
Yeah, just wherever you want in life, just go for it, man. Go for it. Don't let anyone tell you back. Ignore the noise. There's going to be a lot of haters talking a lot of nonsense that want to put you down. But just keep on going and believing in yourself. If you have a vision, you have a purpose, keep on pushing and always remember to never lose yourself and always show peace and love when you can, wherever you are.
Respect.
Amen, amen.
Yeah, man.
Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I could probably speak for another 2 hours, but we're going to wrap up there. We're going to speak off camera. We're going to send it out. We're going to put the outro song on. Check us out. Guys, thanks for tuning in to the 13th for Final Round podcast. Don't forget to like, share, and comment.
And press the notification button and tell a friend, and we're here.
And watch out for this gentleman.
Definitely.
Let's go.
Boom.